And there they are.
We got paws here.
We have 8 paws for 4 paws. Hi, 4 paws. Welcome
to
everybody. And it's Animal Palooza this week.
Well, all the way around, we're dealing still with some orphan bunnies outside, but we're getting some advice from various people. It's just that you feel pretty helpless. You know, when they tell you just leave them alone. And I don't know if we're going to be able to leave them alone when it storms today, so we'll have to check on that. But we're going to get some calls into some wildlife rescues just in case. They seem to be doing fine. We still don't know if the mother's coming late at night to feed them. Mamas only have to feed them every so often. So that's the bunny situation. No fighting on happy hour, you two. Okay, Shadow's leaving.
Shadow has decided to exit the studio.
Yep. Leaving
No,
us
of course
with
not.
Sunny.
We can't let them starve. Of course not.
No, but we just
I don't
have to see
think
what we
there's
can do.
signs
Hi,
of it.
Angel. Everybody still says leave them for a few days. We've
Yeah.
talked to
All the
numerous
experts.
people now. But we are going to call the wildlife rescue people to see what they say. Monday seems to be a deadline for one of the people, agencies around us that said if they're not gone by Monday, to let them know if the mommy bunny has not moved them. So we may have to do that. All right.
All right, so welcome to the show. It's happy hour where we give a one-card reading for everybody, and it is a positive message. Perhaps it's from the divine. Perhaps it's just the good vibes that we all share with each other. So welcome, everybody, especially if you're new. Hi, Angel Mary.
Oh, Angel
Hi,
Mary's
Lena.
come right. Wait a minute. I saw Angel Rivera, so then Lena,
And then Angel Mary.
Got it. All right.
And of course, at the end of happy hour, we will do a namaste blessing.
For everybody.
Mr. O is not running the clock. I don't have to run to work, so
That's
we
right.
may
We are
indulge in a
here.
little overtime.
For the duration. Woohoo! So anyway, as we always start off with a card for the collective, I'm going to use the Good Tarot from Colette Baron Reed for that. And this will be just her interpretation because if something's called the Good Tarot, it's all good.
Yes.
All right. Mr. O, you can shuffle and cut.
Sonny is already asleep.
Messing with our set.
He has to
At
be
least
here,
I've
and then
got
he just
some room to shuffle today, it looks like.
falls asleep.
Yeah, just temporarily. I knew Shadow wouldn't last here with Sunny here, but it was a nice attempt. I said to him, "Hurry, start the stream."
Hi, Libra.
Hey Libra, good to see you. We'll be in touch soon. Libra was one of our latest winners of a free reading. We're giving away free readings this month, spinning the wheel to see who will win. It's our anniversary month. We're starting our 4th year. And we just got 400 subscribers on YouTube, 401. So woohoo to that. I'm closing in on 4,000 followers on Twitter, which is exciting.
I've on Instagram topped over 500, which is nice.
Last month was a crazy month for followers on Twitter. It says in the last 28 days I got 160 followers. Isn't that wild? That's wild. All right, well, we have the 5 of water, which is the 5 of cups. And let's see what Colette has to say about the 5 of water. I'm on number 4. There's number 5. Well, okay, so the 5 of water is about releasing grief, allowing sadness to rise and fall, forgiveness, the ebb and flow of emotion. I feel the fullness of my emotions as they wash through me. The ebb and flow are part of life, and I am present in my feelings today. I fully forgive myself and others and let go of any emotions that were holding me back from acknowledging the truth. I deserve the freedom that comes when I release what is no longer working for me. I make amends to those I may have harmed when emotion was coloring my perceptions. I surrender any resentments to the divine, knowing they can be transformed into miracles. Fearless inventories lead to liberation.
Yes, congratulations, Libra. And you know, a lot of times many of us don't feel like we're lucky enough to win. I'm sort of like that. Thank goodness I have this one.
The sometimes winner.
The most significant, well, one of the most significant or the first things I ever remember winning was I won Best Halloween Costume in the 5th grade. And of course, it was just one of those cheap store-bought Dracula costumes. But everybody said I won the scariest division.
I was the runner-up as Miss Pajama Queen in the Halloween parade in my old neighborhood when I was growing up.
You never told me that
What?
before.
I never did?
I don't
did.
think you did.
Well, that's just one of those things.
Kara!
Kara's here too.
Hey, Kara.
Let's add Kara to the list. Kara already got her free reading from us, so she was another winner this month. Congrats, Kara.
Well, there's no harm. 4 paws.
Oh, what about 4 paws?
Oh. About the list, I guess. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, at any rate, 4 paws, we also have other shows where we do longer readings for people. But we're going to get right to it now because the list is getting lengthy.
Female Terminator, Kara? I can't imagine that.
For Pause, it looks like you are third on the list, so you will be doing okay here. We are going to get the show on the road.
And there's your card back, and let's get going.
Let's get going.
No more messing. I got some baby bunnies to check on after we're done here.
Yeah. All right. So Sonali was first, I believe, right? Am I right?
Sonali followed by Sabani.
Okay. Let's get a positive message for Sonali. We're using the Light Seers Tarot.
I do have some coffee. We didn't make a lot of extra. Why? Do you think I'm not wired enough, Violet? I'm very stressed.
He's very wired and stressed, so we're trying to keep him happy for happy hour.
Apparently
and
involves
hey, Mr.
coffee.
Oh, I'll get you busy. Why don't you spin the wheel for Sonali?
All right. Okay, so we're doing that for today too then. So,
you betcha.
Okay, every show we
we don't always get a winner. Wouldn't it be funny if it's the first one? But it's not. Oh, so close, Sonali. It was the Hermit right next to the wheel.
Better luck next time. Well, this is technically pot 2, Kara. I usually have enough to have 3 cups each in pot 1. Pot 2 may taper off, especially for happy hour. Today I made it really a smaller pot for the second pot. I think I've caffeinated enough, to be frank.
So Gina and people we may visit in the future. Please note, coffee consumption massive.
You know, Gina, that reminds me of an old joke from the 70s with a librarian we knew and her older director. He was fumbling around at a meeting. Where's the pot? Where's the pot? And of course, she's thinking of what we're thinking of right now. And she says, "There's no pot here, Mr. Unterberger." And
I love that. I know, it was so funny.
And he looks at her, and I guess he just sort of made that kind of face like, "That's not what I meant."
There's no pot here. That was funny.
Do I cut?
Yes.
She was a swinging librarian of the 70s that we knew, so yeah.
All right. Wow, speaking of which, this is so funny. You didn't win the reading, but guess what? You've got the Wheel of Fortune as your card, which is really awesome. This means this is a time of good fortune for you. Spirit is saying, these times are rare. So if you feel like things are on the upswing or pretty soon that they will be, take advantage of that. This is a very fortunate period for you. Notice that she's so comfortable on there, even though she knows that wheel is in the process of turning once more. So remember, what goes up must come down, and right now, and it's happy hour, you are on the upside of things, and Spirit says, look for synchronicities, look for little subtle clues, of what, opportunities might be out there for you right now. Mr. O?
I know you know, and I think we all know what we meant. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat too.
I know you are.
But as a message from the divine, this says there's a lot of fate and fortune looking over you, especially at this time. And it may be that you're about to begin a new cycle, putting yourself into something new, something that will no doubt be productive, that will probably advance you forward. It's generally a good positive sign for you.
Right. It's awesome. So what a great start to happy hour. That's a good one. Good luck with that, Sonali. I think it's perfect. Just like I said, pay attention because luck is around you. There may be a chance meeting with somebody that will put you, find you a career opportunity or some opportunity. Just keep open to the possibilities. All right.
Oh, okay. We were wondering what happened to you, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
We missed you. Nothing new. I'm still suffering the bunny crisis. I don't remember if you heard about that. We still have the bunnies. They seem to be hanging in there, so we're just working with our wildlife expert people that we've talked to.
I mean, they tell us to leave them alone, but they're not in a hole. So we have a dilemma later if it storms.
Yeah, it's supposed
because
to
there's supposed to
possibly
be
storm
storms
here.
running through our area. And we may have to find a way to cover them or shelter them or bring them in the garage briefly. We've got gloves, so we won't handle them.
We don't know if she came back on Friday night. We know I saw her on Thursday night. We're not really sure if she did. She might have. This morning they seem to be all nestled together and sleeping, and they all seem to be okay.
But whether she's coming or not, the problem is they're not in a nest anymore underground.
Yeah, they're not underground.
Because they can't get underground there where they put the landscaping in. So she needs to move them, and she hasn't done that. So I don't know, we don't know if she's really coming or not.
Well, so today could be a game changer, because if we get a real heavy rain downpour, I will feel like I will have to move them out of that. And
or
so
winds.
High winds, anything like that. I will feel that I have to move them out of that, bring them into my garage, bring all their nesting with them. But once I do that, I have a feeling that, and we're already getting the milk supplement that's recommended. It's easily available.
What I've read about Mama Bunny is that they only come briefly, and they wean them or they milk them for 5 minutes, and eat once or twice daily. That's it. So she might be coming, and we just don't see her. It's usually at night and in the pre-dawn hour.
See, on Thursday, it was probably just around before sunset. It was light enough for me to see her, and I think she saw me too. Anyways, I want to get back to the reading. This one is for Sabani, and thank you everybody for all your support. Everybody, really, Violet, all of you guys. And Sabani, you have, let's get a picture there. The Queen of Wands.
Nice. Go ahead, Mr. O.
So the Queen of Wands says spirit, the divine, destiny, however you want to look at that, Sabani. They're saying, really, this is the moment for you to, raise that arm up and say, I have the power. And of course, if you're a fan of He-Man, you know what that means. An old cartoon character used to say that. But Sabani, this is saying, really recognize within yourself your fires of change and transformation. Recognize the power of yourself. I think something I've recently felt about the Queen of Wands is that really she, of all the queens, is the avatar of female power, of woman power. They all are to a degree, but she is clearly the one. And so when Queen of Wands shows up, whether you're male or female, it just indicates a really powerful, charged time. I'm saving something for you.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to say to Sabani, you can be, Spirit is saying, a fire starter. You can bring the fire to a situation or, a career, a job, your family. You have the fire of enthusiasm right now around you, and people sense it. People see it. People feel it. They want to be around you right now. This is a good time, to be noticed, to be recognized, Spirit says. So, if there's anything that you're looking towards, whether it's a new relationship or a job or something like that, get yourself out there. Show your enthusiasm and the joy that you can bring. It will attract people. You have a magnetic, you're at your most magnetic personality right now, at your best. So use this energy, Spirit is saying, to attract whatever it is you want to attract.
We didn't
spin the wheel, and that was on me. Sorry. And it's the High Priestess. So you did not win a reading, Sabani, but, I hope you enjoyed that card. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And we're on Four Paws. Hey, Four Paws.
Thanks for subscribing.
All right.
It's your shuffle.
It is? All right.
Yes. And because it is our anniversary month, we've been spinning.
Hey, Jano, we'll get you on.
Hey, Jano. We've been spinning the wheel for a free complimentary reading that we're giving. If the card picked is the Wheel of Fortune, this is our device called the Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to do that right now, just before your reading.
And it's your spin.
And it is my spin. Good luck. 4 paws.
Oh, it's the star.
Nope. Come again and try again. And thank you for your anniversary wishes. We're happy to be here, starting our 4th year.
Shuffle and cut. Excuse me. Oh,
And of course, you're welcome, Sonali and Sabani. And thank you for staying up so late or getting up so early, whichever the case may be.
well, somebody said they were making dinner, so
Yeah, Sonali said that Sabani was preparing
so
dinner.
it can't be that late.
Well, you know, people in Spain sometimes eat dinner after 10 o'clock.
Okay.
There are different cultural
All right.
customs about
I'm
these
good.
things, my
Look
dear.
at him, he's so cute.
Queen 17, hey there.
Hi, Queen 17. This is our happy hour show where we give a single card message from Spirit. It's always positive, so you're welcome to stay and get a reading. We'll add you to the list. Our normal shows with longer readings are Sundays and Thursdays, so keep that in mind. I'm sure he will post the stream schedule.
Yeah, I'll do that right now, but we will be on tomorrow afternoon handling larger questions as well as Thursdays. That's our regular schedule. We're pretty much always on those, so check us out.
Hey, 4 paws, good news. You've got the Page of Pentacles here, which is always pretty good news. You know, this could be good news in a material sense. Spirit is saying this is a time of new beginnings for you. It could bring material rewards. It could involve something material. It could also involve something physical. For example, starting a new I don't want to say diet, but a new healthcare regime, whether it's diet, whether it's exercise, whether it's getting more fresh air. This is a time to connect with the earth and an earth element and earth energies. And Spirit says there are rewards for you now. You might get a message soon that will either lead you to start something new, or maybe will let you know that something new that you've started is going to get the go-ahead, a green light.
We love this tarot 4 paws and others because it gives us so much good illumination into other aspects of tarot. And I like this version of the Page of Pentacles because it sort of defines the essence of worldly, maybe as it should be felt, because when you say worldly, sometimes that just means being acquainted with a lot of customs around the world. But I think there's also a sense of the interplay between you and the world's energies and yourself. And why do I say that? I say that because the stance of the page reminds me a little bit of the stance of the Hanged Man, although in reverse. And so I think it's also suggesting, in addition to everything Banshee said, the idea about serving yourself, but also serving other masters, being aware of the idea that there's a give and take, a flow to life, to the universe. So it's about shared sacrifices. It's about your sacrifice. It's about what you should not sacrifice, but continue to pursue. It's all of that. I know I'm all over the place.
Yeah, with the Page of Pentacles here. But I think that the page also is saying, there's another thing about that this could be a time for you also to take up some new learning, some activity involving learning, whether it's self-study or whether it's taking actually some, legitimate courses of study from some teachers, workshops, etc. This could also be the beginning of something that engages your mind with the material.
there's a very visionary quality about this. So don't be surprised if you're drawn to your own meditations or your own looking into the mirror or the tarot or whatever you may do on your own.
It's definitely a call to, like I said, connect with the earth. Walk in wooded areas, get out in nature, and and just let it refresh and renew you. And that's what we have for you, Four Paws. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to our happy hour.
Yes, that's right, Gina. Thank you for not feeling tempted to double dip, but I know you wouldn't have done that.
Did we not spin the wheel for Four Paws?
We did.
We did.
We're talking. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Violet said spin the wheel for Gina.
Oh, and of course, the wheel for Gina. Yeah. Oh, Gina's got a reading. Okay. That's right.
I'm just making banter. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, with the gnomes and fairies. That sounds wonderful. Go for it, Four Paws.
Oh, very cool. Yes. You're welcome.
All right, so Gina is next. And yes, we're not spinning the wheel. I think so.
And I didn't need you or Violet to tell me.
Man, I love going out in the woods. It's just the solitude, or the sounds of birds. I love being out here even and sitting outdoors because, the bird activity here is pretty good. And
we're both city persons. We grew up in the city of Detroit where nature is watching a trail of smog pump up over a factory nearby.
Well, we have seen some odd things in our time there. We have seen some deer on the freeway.
Pheasants.
We have seen some pheasants.
In more overgrown areas.
Of course, an occasional raccoon.
But for only
and don't forget the
goat?
No.
We've seen a goat
staring out our window and watching a bird of prey eating a pigeon in our alley. And we couldn't, oh my gosh, it was terrible.
But we only moved like about 25-ish miles from Detroit, from downtown. It's like about 25 miles. But we're near a golf course in a wooded area, and so we see a lot of wildlife.
There is a lot of,
and of course, nature, bunnies.
There's nature places in the area, grounds, and there's a lot of hawks. There's eagles, supposedly. I've seen one eagle once flying.
Yes, I was a little worried for my bunnies out there on whether or not some bird of prey will see them. But it's such a little narrow walkway up to our doors. My neighbors one side, we're on the other side, and they're nestled in there. So I don't know if they could actually maneuver down in there.
I can see why she picked that place to make a nest, because it's great cover.
It's quiet.
But now no animals are pretty much going to be able to use that area. And it was actually on our neighbor's side. We got the landscaping done at the same time.
No, Gina, we didn't forget about you. We're here too. I'm teasing.
He's really chatty today, and he's getting me going.
Gina, you get the Seven of Pentacles.
Get to work growing stuff, Gina. Look at that. Look at that man there making that grow. The Seven of Pentacles, well, actually, because it is upright, it is saying that it's time to take stock of your work and your efforts to see if they're truly bearing fruit for you, Spirit says. Spirit says, hey, it's okay to take a pause once in a while. We should, because we need to reassess if things are going the way we feel they need to be. And, according to this, it looks like you've put in a lot of hard work and effort already. Spirit is acknowledging that. So now's the time to take stock and see what's working for you and what's not.
This is a card of growth, and this is a card of somebody who wants to monitor, oversee, or be involved with that growth. This isn't a person that is just having their boat lifted by a good tide, although that can be happening too. This is a person who participates, even if it's a little bit more in that contemplative sense of where they've seen that rising tide, that growing seed, whatever the metaphor you want is. And so this is a good card, Gina, because it says you are involved in your own growth. You're not just benefiting by good luck. You're actually creating that too.
There's such a sense of, when you look at this card and the man's expression, I mean, there's not just a sense of caring and nurturing, but I think there's a sense of peace and tranquility here in that he knows he can't rush the process. And that, like in this case, there's only so much you can do when you're a farmer, and the rest is left up to, the natural environment and how it's going to, cooperate as well. So there's just so much I feel when I look at this card.
I like it because, a lot of times with the regular interpretation, it sort of is a prelude to something else or a pause in something else. But for happy hour, we can kind of give it a little more nuance that gives it that special spin it needs.
Well, I feel like sometimes also it's like you can sit back and say, okay, I've done everything I could. I hope nature cooperates, but maybe the idea is, okay, what if these external forces that could influence what I'm working on, don't go my way? What are my contingency plans? So it's good to plan, and it's good to think and assess about your progress and where things may go from here. And that's what we have for you, Gina. Good luck with that.
All right, and you're going to shuffle, and I'm going to spin the wheel for Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
And right after I spin the wheel, I'm going to get up and take a brief look at bunnies just to see.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just going to do that 100 times, I think, every day till we resolve that. Hey, yo.
Hey, we have a winner.
We have a winner. Aaliyah won. Congratulations, Aaliyah.
Well, Aaliyah.
Tell her what she's won.
Well, that's a good question. We're doing a Lenormand for, maybe we're going to do another one. Well, no. Well, I'm going to give you the choice, depending on the question you have for us, and we'll be in touch. We'll either do a Lenormand or a tarot reading for you. And so basically how it works for everybody who's listening is that we will send you a link to a private video reading we do for you. So it's just between us. It's totally private. But you'll have to contact us. And since Mr. O is looking at bunnies right now, I'm going to say, whoop, shoot. I just lost my chat. What did I do? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to... type it in. Okay, that is our email address. You can contact us at, Aaliyah, and we'll talk to you more about what we're doing. Libra's in front of you still. The bunnies have kind of set us back a little bit, but we're going to get started on Libra, and then we'll get to you. All right. Yeah, you could get a general reading. That's true. And I'll determine maybe it'll be a brief tarot one, or it will be the Lenormand one, a similar one we're doing for Libra. But contact us anyway, so we'll know how to get back to you, because we will have to send you a link. We'll have to be able to send you a link to the reading. Okay. All right. Woohoo! Yay! Now we're getting lots of winners. All right, while Mr. O is out there and I am shuffling, hopefully he'll be back in a minute. I want to remind everybody that next week the sun is entering Virgo, and we do our monthly modality message for all the signs of the zodiac, for the modalities of the zodiac, and it's good for the entire month until the sun enters Libra would be next after Virgo.
Sorry about that. Ed was out there, so I talked to him.
Oh, okay. So, did you tell him what was
He
up?
had a little girl with him, Faith.
Oh, they were looking at the bunnies?
They were looking at the bunnies. I gave him the once over, told her she's so sweet, told him not to get too close. He thinks they've grown, and I do too.
Well, that's good. Maybe the mom is feeding them.
Yeah, they actually do seem a little bit larger.
You shuffle?
I
Yes. I
did.
think you, okay, so then I cut for you.
No, I didn't.
Then-
Sorry. I spun,
Okay.
you shuffled,
No,
and I'm sorry I had to leave.
I thought I spun. You spun?
Who are we on?
Aaliyah.
I spun.
Okay. I'm confused.
We don't normally vacate the show like I did there, but this has been a kind of special situation. And
Mr. O is playing Mama to the Bunnies very well. But it really, it's a difficult situation because everybody keeps telling us, don't touch them, leave them alone. But it's hard to do that when you feel they're could be helpless, etc. It's difficult.
but it does seem like they've grown a little bit, so I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe they are thriving for some reason.
Well, the reason would be they're getting fed.
Yeah.
So I just really am disappointed the mom hasn't moved them because I am worried about the weather more than the predators because they are pretty, like I said, hidden away where they're at. If you
Yeah.
saw the way our condos were set up, it's really kind of a niche that's kind of
If it's a
hidden away.
not big downpour, I might try to position umbrellas. I have it.
Okay.
But we'll just have to see because you're right. I would
I
rather
think
not
it's going
bring
to
them
be
in.
windy, so that won't work. But anyway.
Okay, sorry to take so long, Aaliyah. You get the Five of Wands.
And we're going to focus from here on.
And I know that you mentioned you're sore from your work, but it does seem like maybe Spirit is saying that this energy, perhaps, it might be related to work. The idea maybe, a lot of times the Five of Wands talks about interplay with others, and maybe there's some good natured competition. It's all in fun, but you're all supporting each other, basically. I take this card a step further because I see one person holding a torch, more or less leading the way. And so this is a sense of cooperating, maybe cooperating with a sense of whose skills are the best at the needed time. And so Spirit is saying, don't overplay your hand, but don't underplay your hand. Be good with the work you do and look for what lights your way towards, fulfillment.
Okay, and so Aaliyah, Five of Wands, has dual meanings upright, really. So one could be more aggressive, but the other, which is what I emphasize with happy hour, is the more constructive element of these signs. Spirit is saying right now, with you maybe getting your job, finishing some of your classes and everything, being done, you are building something here. You are building and preparing for your future. You are lighting the fire for future growth. And that's what I see here going on. And so along the way, to do that, you will be working with teams of people. And hopefully you'll be able to learn to work cooperatively and constructively for the good of all. And so I feel here you are the one, though, that is lighting the fire for your future by the experience you are getting right now. That's what I see. That's what we have. That's what Spirit has for you, Aaliyah.
So-
and congratulations.
Did we tell you how to contact us? We'll need your email, so just write to us at our Gmail.
I wrote out the Gmail
okay.
there. Did you see it?
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. And I talked about it while you were outside.
All right. I figured you probably did.
Okay, I gotta go out and get back into YouTube again. So could you? Let's see.
You're
Is it
welcome.
Angel Rivera? I believe is up. Yes. And are we spinning anymore? We gotta let it go because we got a winner.
Right,
today.
we got a winner, so
I think
that's...
we gotta slow it down a little bit. So we will be spinning the wheel more this month, though.
Tomorrow we'll
guaranteed.
spin again.
Spin again tomorrow.
At the stream.
I know Angel Rivera won't be here tomorrow. We could spin for Angel today, but you'll be here next Thursday and next Sunday. We'll be doing it again. So, all right. Let's see. I was gonna do something. Yes, I have to get out of here, which is why I needed you to. Are you shuffling first or me? Oh, I gotta shuffle.
I think I shuffle. Yeah, I shuffle first. I'll just do it. It doesn't really matter.
I have to get out and come back in. I messed up something here with my screen and I can't fix it. Ah, technology. All right. And it's still doing that. Why are you still doing that? No.
Did you click on theater mode accidentally? Somebody's asking.
I don't know. I don't even know where theater mode is, so whether I did.
You were talking to the clueless Violet.
Wide screen, and I just see oh, it's just not going back. I don't know what to do.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
Oh, thank you, Angel.
What?
Nothing.
I'll see it at some point.
You will. We want to make sure nobody got that card again. So I'm going to remind everybody briefly about our other programs, such as Goth Tarot Wednesdays at 8 a.m., the Emotional Exchanges, 7 a.m. on Fridays, Banshee Show, The Material Matters, 10 a.m. Sunday mornings, and also sometime on Monday, possibly later, will be our modality message as the sun moves into Virgo. Very exciting.
I'm having a little arthritis problem this morning, and wearing this glove is not working. Maybe that's why I hit the wrong thing. I'm going to take that off. See, I can't even shuffle.
That's good information. I'll hopefully make sure she sees it. When you look in the dictionary for the term Luddite, you're going to see either picture me or her.
What?
I just think that for somebody that used to be so technologically
Well, hey,
astute
you know,
30 years ago,
personally, I think we do a lot for people our age that they wouldn't be doing per se, but...
Hold on and let me get my Google tubes going.
But yeah, we could be better. We could definitely be better. All right, Angel. Sorry, we're just chatting away here this morning.
Yes, you are, Violet.
Distracted.
We appreciate that.
But somehow we're still managing to make it down the list. Okay, what
All
do
right.
you got? I could have sworn you did this last time, but okay.
Did what? Pull that card?
Yeah, no. Pull the card and put it up.
Aw,
Okay, so the
poor baby.
magician. The magician. This is obviously very good, Angel. You know that. So, you know what? This weekend is going to go really well for you, Spirit saying. You have everything you need to make magic happen at your event tomorrow, you know? Got all the tools in place. You're ready to go. I think this is just a very positive card saying right now you are able to manifest whatever it is that you would like to manifest.
The magician says there's just complete flow of energies that you can kind of pick, pull in, channel as you see fit. You're in a continuum right now. It's a flow. It may be highly mystical or it may be moderately, but as you are there, whatever is going around is available to you. So you can really channel a lot now. And of course, you know, it really does depend on your control of your willpower and all those other, you know, sides of the pyramid, as we say that. So very cool. I just sort of feel like this is a really good sign that you are really in control and that you can make magic happen.
Right, so direct that flow, direct that energy into what it is you want to manifest. Spirit says it's all systems go and that you know it. Good luck with that, Angel.
No, Anthony, that was not me being Banshee. That was me being an old coot. That's my old coot voice. You know, some people have an old crone voice. I have an old coot voice.
All right.
And Lena is up next.
Hey, you're welcome, Angel. Have fun
You're
tomorrow.
welcome. We'll miss you. Good luck.
All right.
Hey, Lena. And Gina has left the studio, so she said she had some errands to run.
Oh, I
So
missed that.
thank you for
Okay.
being here, Gina, and hopefully we'll see you soon again.
I think when we visit Gina, we have to bring our own coffee.
Yes. And I don't know if Four Paws is here, but we are heading over to the Massachusetts area in a couple weeks. We're going to visit Gina, possibly some others. But we will head into Salem. So that's sort of an interesting thing for us to do.
Well, we've been to Massachusetts once before, and I've been twice, but I never got to Salem.
No, and we had an opportunity to go to Salem a few years ago, but it just wasn't the
Shuffle
right
and cut.
opportunity. It was a convention, but the convention just didn't have enough amenities that we would have liked to have seen or had, so
Well, it's our first big trip in a long, long time.
certainly over 2 years.
Awesome.
That would be wonderful. We would really appreciate that.
That's great. Thank you, Four Paws. We are excited.
Ah, I just dropped my cards. Sorry.
Little pensive because of the COVID thing still, but hey, it is what it is. We gotta get it out sometime, so this is it.
Well, I'm hoping to bring a mobile hotspot with me, and so we might try to do a brief stream from Salem.
Yeah, I mean, because otherwise we may have to cancel some of our shows, so we're hoping to stream, maybe from Gina's, and
We certainly can
on
stream
the
from
road.
Gina's, our regular shows, and we may stream, like I said, a little
Wouldn't it
bit.
be great to stream from a nature spot
Yeah, a little bit
or a park? That'd be
in
cool.
Salem area, or possibly just film something that we can incorporate into the show with my editing software.
Hey, Lena, you've got that laid-back emperor.
Okay, Lena, so you have the Emperor. That's one of our favorite cards here.
Well, it does come up a bit, and it's interesting because I think it really says that, even though you may not feel it, Spirit is saying you are more in control of your circumstances than you may realize, and you can also lead others at this time to make better choices, to make right decisions, to guide them, to steer them, to also delegate to them if you were a boss. If you were a boss or had people who worked under you, that's what I would say. But failing that, the Emperor is all about, benevolent leadership, but also just being in control of their own life circumstances right now. And Spirit says, you've got this. You've got it together.
Spirit says you, Lena, are the person who would be the most comfortable king to work with. And you really are the Emperor because there's a sense of leadership around you that suggests that you're good with letting people, once they know the ropes, if in their association with you, to pretty much be in charge of themselves. That's the true power of the Emperor. They're the overseer. You can oversee things at this point. Spirit wants you to say, you are in charge of the tapestry of your life. You can designate what other persons or forces may be needed to help you. And you do that really from a sense of composure and from a sense of knowledge, informed knowledge that tells you, or that will tell you, how to make the best decisions.
That's what we have for you, Lena. Awesome card. Powerful card. Winter's Island. I like the sound of that.
I love the sound of that. That would be nice.
But in the summer and fall, I like the sound of it. If it's really wintry there, I don't know. We got our own winters here in Michigan, but they've been pretty mild in our area.
You're welcome,
lately.
Lena.
Angel Mary is up.
Ooh, that sounds like a nice thing. I used to take my granddaughter into the park, and do little meditations with her, guided meditations. She was young, 6, 7, 8. She's really into fairy spirits. So we would.
Wait, you shuffle first? Did I cut for you last time?
I think you shuffle first this time.
Oh, we're losing it, Violet.
But she loved the little meditations.
I think I
about
did
fairies.
shuffle first because I picked up the card. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, we'll be there like in early September, so it may not be fall by my standards. It might be fall by mass standards. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mr. O shuffles.
Thank you. Thank you, Violet.
Yeah. These days we're not interacting with her as often, and she's 16 now, so she's interested in other things. We know that there's still mystical qualities about her and her mom, of course. We just always need more time, don't we?
I don't know what the conversation was.
Well, she said it was sweet that I took my granddaughter for meditations.
Oh, yes, okay.
Try to follow.
I was busy.
Yeah,
Sort of.
she has a boyfriend that we haven't met yet. He's like tall. He's
tall.
Like, we heard he was 6'4", maybe. That's taller than me.
That's way taller than you, Mr. O.
If you want pause, you can send the information to our Gmail. That would be the best for us, but whatever you do is fine. Our Gmail is TFT, like TFT, Tarot for Today at gmail.com.
You can also DM us either on Facebook or Twitter, so we're there. You have those up, right? Yeah. So.
Okay, so
So pull the card.
I'm trying to remember who I'm pulling it for.
Oh my gosh, Angel Mary.
No, we did Angel Mary, didn't we?
We did?
No, we didn't. It's Libra.
No, it's Angel.
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you?
It's Angel
Stop doing this to me. Angel Mary is up. Are you pulling?
I am.
It's Angel Mary.
I know.
Okay. Stand by for bickering.
And we have a repeat. The Page of Pentacles. I'll let you go first.
The Page of Pentacles. Okay, hey. Well, you know what we said the last time? I really feel here, Angel Mary, this is like a very positive sign for you if you are looking for work. Employment. Spirit is saying there's something out there. There's a new beginning awaiting you. It's time for, some more material progress in your life and success. You might be getting a message soon that may benefit you in some way, that may lead you to either, apply for a job, or maybe it will be a job offer. It just looks very, very positive as far as finances and material concerns go.
Yes, it really feels like Spirit is saying you have the opportunity now to reach out and not just touch someone, but reach out and touch yourself. That in a way, this is a process maybe of inward exploration too for you, that there's so much you can discern by taking the time to look into yourself, but also too, Spirit says it is easier now for you to also understand what is opening up before you too. Maybe it's because of your sense of contemplation. Spirit says that there's just a good chance really that the world is unfolding for you now at this time, and that there's a lot of progress to be made, especially maybe in your personal security or prosperity.
Yeah, I don't know. I really sense that when I, that aspect of the Page of Pentacles, when that card came up a second time here. Also, if you feel the need, if you need some solitude, if you need some time to, refresh and restore your confidence, or, just give you some peace of mind, go out in nature. Go out go walk the land. It's like we've said in the previous reading, this is a time to connect with earth element, earth energies in some way. So good luck with that. And we are on another winner, Libra cusp.
This one I got right, and it's your deal.
Yep. All right. Okay, Libra, let's see what Spirit has for you today. Sunny is sacked out. Everybody take a cue from Sunny and take it easy today. Oh, it's another Pentacle card, and one that I love. It's the Nine of Pentacles. Woohoo! Okay, all right, Libra. So the Nine of Pentacles, look at her grabbing for whatever that is, the fruit on the trees, perhaps.
There's a bird up there too, right?
There is a bird up there too. So this is like saying this is time to appreciate the things you surround yourself with. What you've brought into your life, your material possessions, maybe, like if like us, you lived in a condo or you lived in a house, the grounds you live around, maybe there's some open areas around you that you really appreciate. This is a time to really appreciate life and what it has brought you to this point.
There's a very natureful aspect to the card. It could mean different things for different people. If you live in the city, sometimes just looking at the flowers on your windowsill fills you with that feeling. But for other people, maybe, they take a walk in a park, or maybe they take a walk in the country. But whatever it is, I think Spirit says, own your nature, own what is comforting to you, especially if it is of the live sort, growing things, or just pleasant surroundings. Green is the overall texture here. You can see that. And maybe, that bird is also saying too that this is something that is communicated to you through Spirit, that this is yours, no matter how big or small, no matter how great or not so great. It's something you should cherish.
Well, and the other aspect to this card, Libra, it's interesting because there's been a lot of cards where we've been pulling lately as our cards of the day that have been emphasizing this. But there is this solitariness about this card. This is a woman who's, generally in the traditional tarot, who lives alone and is enjoying the pleasures of her life, the life she surrounds herself with, and her solitude. In other words, she gets strength from being alone sometimes. So this might be a call also to pull back from the world of action and all the craziness around you and take time to appreciate what you have and what you surround yourself with.
I like that.
And that's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that. And it must be Kara's turn.
Hey, Kara.
Hey, we're making it towards the bottom of the list. Who would have thought?
Mr. O shuffles.
Oh, yes, Mr. O. Thank you.
She said so.
I know. I'm saying thank you, Violet.
You won't thank me?
No. Man, to have my tablet and get a picture of him, he's just so dead to the world here. I know it's upstairs. My phone is nearby, but as soon as I get up, I'll probably wake him.
I could try to manipulate the camera there, but he's
No.
laying on half of it.
No, I just want to get a
legs.
picture of him because I see his little teeth. He's got his mouth partially open. I could get this nice close-up shot of Sonny.
Violet!
Oh no. We had our moments. We absolutely did. Some were pretty smooth, but others not so much. Mr. O was picking on me. So mine?
I shuffled first, remember? That's Bungo in the Jungle.
You woke him, doggone you.
Oh, no, I think you did because you moved.
Nope. He looked at you. I saw him.
But he heard you moving over
He
there.
looked towards you.
Whatever.
It's okay.
All right, our work is cut out for us.
What? No, it's not.
Ten of Swords.
Oh, it is. I thought for some reason it was the Eight of Cups, but
You wrong.
okay. Well, Kara, but this is the positive end of the Ten of Swords. You may have undergone some emotional traumas or betrayals in the past, and now you are looking towards the light again. You're not going to let others and their bad behavior keep you from ascending, from rising above that. You are just not going to let them. People can kick us when we're down, but we can always rise again if we choose. But it's really up to us, and Spirit acknowledges the way that you have been able to stand tall after adversity.
Spirit says walk away, not even fastly, just walk away from the chattering birds that represent the voices of dissension around you. This is not necessarily that there was a tragedy you're walking away from. This is really just the sense of maybe sharp minds that still don't know how to make a point. Right?
A point?
And that you just don't need any of that, really. So you are well positioned to walk towards a brighter horizon. It may not be that everything was just chatter that you didn't need to have. It could be that, there are a few things there. I sort of see a bird, maybe the furthest to the right there, that seems to be flying in the direction you may be walking in. So it may be that there is some sensitivity guiding you. Follow the bird that represents sensible things and stay away from the others.
There you go. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Kara.
And Banshee
We are
goes
on
first.
Anthony, I believe.
Hi, Anthony. Hopefully you didn't lose our connection. I think I've seen you here.
So we aren't buffering much today.
Haven't buffered at all.
You are on the Ethernet. You got it working?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Anthony. No anchors today.
No anchors for Anthony. Oh my goodness, I think I'm hungry.
Lucky Empress.
Hi, Lucky
you certainly
Empress.
can be on the list, but today we're only doing a single card message from Spirit, no questions. So, but we'll gladly pull one for you. our stream schedule tomorrow, we'll be here to do more longer questions. So come back for that.
Yeah, you're welcome to be here. And after the one we're doing now, there's only 2 in front of you, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
Right at the end of the show, so we'll get you in.
These are just 1-carders.
Shuffle. All right. All right.
I like the idea about getting a box or something to cover. We don't have a wheelbarrow, but I think I can come up with something.
We have some ideas, definitely. So we will do that. I think it should be something that's waterproof, and we've got
Yeah.
a few things. So, and they're so tiny, we can figure it out. All right. Well, we got our work cut out for us again. Not as bad, really. This is
7
the
of Swords.
7 of Swords. So what do we say about the 7 of Swords for,
Anthony.
Huh? Anthony. Well, Anthony, 7 of Swords just basically is saying, Spirit is acknowledging your cleverness. They feel right now this is a time where you can really advance yourself by being clever about the way you handle yourself, particularly maybe in the way you communicate with others in your business or in your personal life. This might be a time, how should I say this? Let me grab my Namaste cards here and just say, this might be a time to hold your cards close to your chest and not let everybody know, let's say, what you're feeling, if this is a romantic relationship, or what you plan on doing, if this is business or career oriented. It's like that. Spirit is just saying this is a time to be clever, be smart, be ready to outfox, others in a positive way.
Yeah, no anchor here. This is really like a time of adventure. This looks like very adventuring. So I don't know if I can apply this to any particular area of your life. It could be a little bit of all of them. It sort of says you're ready to kind of be stealthy and maybe make a move. It's not like saying you're doing anything sneaky, but it's really just saying you're planning this close to the vest, like Banshee says, and it may be a move on any of your interests,
Right. He's going to knock that. Okay, he didn't.
Don't. So it feels really, really invigorating in a sense, like there's a sense of energy here, and the energy is also informing your mind because it's sort of giving you the idea about how you want to address situations, not necessarily problems, just sort of like areas for growth. The 7 of Swords is really somebody who has intentions to make a move to sort of win a ground of some sort, win a higher ground, win some ground.
Well, and also I mentioned communication because of that. Look at that bird's mouth wide open there. But also, the 7 is an interesting enigma kind of card. There can, on one level, it looks like he might be stealing these feathers and rushing off. And maybe he is, but...
For the arrows.
Right. Maybe he is, but what's the reason for it? So long as it's stealthy and sneaky, but done for a higher, greater good, and not because you're enriching yourself or something like that, then all is well. And that's what I feel here is whatever you're doing right now, you really, Spirit is saying you have the best interests of everybody in mind. And that's the important thing to always keep in mind going forward with this card.
I'm going to sing
See how the light is shining down?
that song by Nickelback about a hero is needed. Never mind.
Oh, God.
I can't do that one.
I don't know which one you could.
The Heroes song by
I know.
Nickelback.
I'm just saying, you're singing.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm very operatic, I'll have you know. No,
All right, so, hey, moving on. Jay knows.
You're welcome,
up,
Anthony.
Right?
And Mr. O shuffles. Why, thank you.
I saw that. I knew that.
It was a stretch indeed. Foiled again.
I don't know what to say about Mr. O. Oh, close up of Sonny's face. I didn't get to get his teeth. That other shot would have been great, but failure. Okay.
Jano,
Ooh.
you have the Queen of Pentacles.
Got a bit of pentacle action today in the show, haven't we?
Indeed.
Go ahead. You can go ahead first.
So the Queen of Pentacles says that today is the day to show care to everyone, but especially yourself, perhaps. Today is the day to invigorate your own powers of creation, and it's not just about creating wealth or security. It may be about creating beauty and pleasantness in the world. Excuse me. I feel that the Queen of Pentacles is a good sign. Spirit says new projects to begin today, or finding the ways to help others with projects. It's sort of like networking for growthful things. I know it's not a wand, but you know, pentacles, plants, it's growthful.
Am I distracting?
Well, I could use you.
I'm sorry, Jano. Look at this amazing Queen of Pentacles here. This is such a beautiful representation. So green and lush and vibrant and growthful. Even, you notice how those branches are springing from her head here. It's like this is a time to really manifest and bring ideas into into your material realm, from the thinking realm into life itself. Breathe life into something and nurture and grow something that's really important to you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your own health and well-being, whether it's a job or a career. This is a time to really make something now grow for you. And the Queen of Pentacles Spirit is saying you've gotten this Queen of Pentacles time because you can do this. You're in a position now where you can allow that you are ready to grow something in your life.
So I noticed we have a lot of likes. We have 13 likes this morning. Thank you
Awesome.
very much, everyone. 10,
Such
10.
a beautiful card. I love this
Oh wait,
card.
we have 11, 11.
11.
But she has 10, 10.
10.
All right, so that's it, Jano, and thank you once again.
Good luck with that. Nice card. I think this is a real positive sign for you in whatever you're trying to do that's either material based or physical based.
So Queen is up.
Queen
17.
Queen
And-
17 and then Lucky Empress.
All right.
My turn?
Woohoo.
Maybe I'll get to see his teeth after all. I'm still trying.
Does it feel like it's getting a little darker out there?
I do. It's not supposed to rain till later, though.
Okay.
Actually, I'm happy it's darker because the sun often fuels these storms. Maybe we won't get bad weather.
Sure hope not. I'd rather not have to move them at all if I don't have to.
Shuffle.
Some people do have that.
But I was thinking the better bin would be that gray one, that kind of smoky or brownish one we have. It's lower if we have any of those that are empty.
Can you give me the dimensions?
Oh my gosh.
Just use
we
your
have
hands.
We have either blue bins or the brownish bin.
Okay,
You
so you're
know
talking
that
about-
one's smaller. I don't know how to
It's
describe
almost
the
too
other
big. They'd be
ones. I can't
swimming
give
in
you
that.
dimensions.
They'd be swimming in that.
They would be, but they wouldn't get out, and that's important. And they wouldn't blow away, and that's important. Mr. O.
I guess so. I'm just looking at the new person who's asking us something. Thanks for paying attention.
Hi, Mandy. Basically, while Mr. what did you do here?
I cut them.
Yeah, why is that like that?
I don't know. So sorry. You want me to shuffle them over again?
No, I don't. All right. Okay. Page of Wands. We can draw one card for you, Mandy. It'll be a few minutes. We've got a couple people in front of you. We're winding down the show, but it's really basically a single card message from Spirit today. We don't answer questions today. It's a positive message. Tomorrow we will be here for 2 hours doing just what you want, getting more clarity and giving you a longer reading. Okay.
Hi, Violet Ann.
We'll fit you in too, Violet Ann, but that's about it. Mr. O's getting worried about the bunnies.
Well,
All right.
yeah, it's really
So-
getting darker out there.
We've got for Queen 17, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is awesome. Look at that carefree energy this page has. It's very enthusiastic. It's very optimistic. It's like, hey, let's throw caution to the wind and go for it. In a way, I kind of like this. It's almost like sort of a fool card to me in a way. Just, I'm ready to just, hey, do whatever comes my way and let the wind, let things carry me where they will. This is a time of new enterprise. This is a time of growth. This is a time for new beginnings, possibly in a business area, Spirit says, but whatever you want to start or begin, that may even have a creative, focus to it, this is the time.
You know, no matter what I know or continue to learn and know about tarot cards, specifically cards that I don't deal with all the time or maybe have vaguer ideas to me, court cards sometimes, this tarot deck, the Spirit Within, really gives a lot of stuff to work with. And I feel there is just a whirlwind of energy expressed here. There's a sense of abandon, you know, like sort of like it doesn't matter what I do because it's all going to be good. You feel that really strongly here. And so I think that what Spirit says, Queen, is that today is a day where anything could really happen to you. You could receive messages that you never expected to receive at all. You know, people maybe just showing up from your past. Or you could be finding messages or situations lead you towards some very new experiences. And so it's all good. I don't see anything bad here happening in
No.
that. It's really maybe about you finding the ability to direct this energy, because you could make it go in different ways based upon what you're really looking for.
So good luck with that, Lucky Empress.
Hi, Eric.
Or Queen
Mandy.
17. I'm sorry, Queen 17. Oh my goodness. Lucky Empress is next. Lucky Empress, you are now. Okay.
So,
it is my shuffle, right?
yeah.
I think. Mr. O shuffles. That's right. Thank you. Wow, thank you guys for coming today. We have such a full happy hour. It's really great. We love to give the positive messages. Everybody needs a little bit of a boost once in a while, you know. We give the good, the bad news on our regular shows, but we certainly like to give out good news.
Sonny, wake up. Sonny, wake up. I'm trying to, Kara.
He's really out of it today. I don't know what's up. Sleeping like a baby. Sleeping like a baby bunny.
So yes, Mandy, I hope you do come back for some of our other programs. We have other live streams where we take on other questions. I've got that up on the screen now.
And we have video programming as well.
But we also have video programming like Goth Tarot, the Emotional Exchanges, and the Material Matters. That one's on tomorrow morning, so check it out.
I'll be live in the chat. It's a video, but I'll be live in the chat. Talking about the readings and chatting with people, drinking coffee. And then, of course, we have our live stream later at 2 p.m.
All right, Lucky Empress, you have the Ten of Wands.
Okay.
Ten of Wands says that there's a lot of work for you to do here, but you are moving. You are moving towards either a situation where this work will be finished or this work has some potential value to share with others. I sort of feel that even if this was uprooting things and moving things in a way, there's sort of a sense of like gathering and moving. It's all for the good. It really is positioning yourself for the future, perhaps.
You know, what's really interesting is Lucky Empress. This card, this Ten of Wands card is so cool because really it is saying a lot of the hard work has been done already. You had to have climbed up that big hill, and you now came down and you're on more solid ground now, even though there is more work to be done. And Spirit also wants to remind you, Lucky Empress, that, you know, there may be people out there who are willing to support you on your adventure, your journey, whatever it is you're working on right now that is taking that has taken a lot of time, energy, and effort. You don't have to go it alone. You don't have to do it alone. If you can, delegate or ask people to give you a hand. But the good news is, like I said, it looks like the work is almost completed. So that's the beauty of it. And oftentimes, Spirit just wants to remind you that when you are close to success in some area of your life, things get a little bit more frenetic and crazy, but it's going to be all worth it in the end.
Thank you
so
for
I hope this relates to you in some way, because it sounds like you have been on a journey and you are nearing, the end of something.
Right. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. I think that, we have a philosophy that every single card has a way of being viewed in a very positive light, or certainly not in the negative light that the tarot may plan for it. And so it is important for us to use this deck and to glean that meaning there for, people who come to our live stream.
That's what we have for you. I think the end is in sight on something you are working on. I know you said there you have projects. So,
and there are a lot of sayings, but the one I like, for my own cosmology is that the divine never gives us a burden that's too hard for us to bear, because it wants us to grow. It wants us to understand what that gift can mean for us.
They always say that, the destination's great when you get there, but it's the journey to that destination that's really where you learn and you grow and you become a stronger, more capable person. So the journey is often much more rewarding than the final destination. And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Okay, looks like you shuffle first.
Yep. And we are...
It was lovely to meet you too, Four Paws.
Thank you, Four Paws. Nice to make your acquaintance, and hopefully we'll see you when we're up that way.
No hungry cats here. Sleepy.
Okay, so Mandy is up next. Let's go for it, Mandy. Let's see what we've got for you. All right.
Yes. You have joined our tarot tribe, Four Paws, and so for that we thank you very much. Hope to see you again too.
Shuffle. Yes, do check us all out on Twitter, Four Paws. We have a lot going on there. We do cards of the day as well, and sometimes, almost every day we do an oracle reading as well. We do the tarot for tomorrow, so we post ours the night before, our tarot card for the day. And then on the day, we post an oracle card generally. Aww! Mandy, you have the Knight of Cups.
So there's the Knight of Cups, Mandy. And the Knight of Cups
Yeah,
is sitting there with a pensive look on their face, holding some roses or flowers. In the background looks to be maybe their horse. Knights always have a horse. And on the table, it looks like some items, including a letter. So this card says, Spirit says that either something is coming to you of this sort or you are vibrating to that. It doesn't necessarily mean anything about genders if genders are not viewed correctly here. It's just talking about in the overall sense that maybe there's an understanding in your heart that is coming to you or that is being sent from you to another. So this could be about love and romance, but it could just be about strong emotional care and feelings for someone that you strongly care about that maybe isn't, it's more of an unconditional love even. Spirit could be talking about unconditional love that's either coming from you or coming towards you.
Well, it's interesting because, oftentimes the knights, for the most part, and this deck does a lot of different things with the knights. They're usually moving or on the horse. He is off the horse in this one, and he's sitting in a chair with those flowers, and it's as if he's waiting for somebody or something, right? Mm-hmm. He's got the flowers there. You are either in the process of waiting to, shower love on another or receive it. It's a give and take thing with the Knight or Sword of Cups. It's a coming or going thing. I feel here that you're waiting for something maybe to happen or develop. And Spirit is saying, enjoy the moment, enjoy the moment that you share love with another, whether, as he said, it is unconditional sharing of love, if it's with a partner, if it's with a new romantic interest, if it's with friends, if it's with family. And be in the moment, because these moments are transient. And we're here today and gone tomorrow. We never know what life is going to bring us. And so I feel the Knight energy, which is talking about movement, even though he's sitting there, is like saying enjoy these moments because they don't always last. And be sure to tell people how much you love them, because as I've said, we never know what life will bring us and whether we'll be here tomorrow. So that's the message from Spirit for you today. I hope that resonates with you.
I think it's important to remind you again that all the knights generally are on their horses.
Yeah.
In this deck, this one is not. And so it is about the arrival. Something has happened. Something is happening very soon. And it is everything we've talked about, the sense of great gratitude or love being extended, being received. So good luck. Hope it's true.
All right.
And Mr. O shuffles
Violet
for
Ann is
Violet
up.
Ann. All right.
Hey, Violet Ann. Good to see you. We're having a day here.
And you asked about the bunnies. They're mostly status quo. We are not sure if Mom came by last night, Friday night. She had come by the previous night when you were at the show.
She's not moving them.
So we're not
That's
sure.
The problem. But they seem healthy and moving around more. Our neighbor speculated that they looked a little bigger. people we have talked to wildlife-wise, we're going to make a couple more calls today, but they tell us to leave them. The only problem is, for now, at least till Monday, and the only problem is that we're expecting storms today, so
Big
we
storms.
may have to protect them or do something because of that.
I think the ideas I've heard are good, and I kind of worked it out in my mind. I know exactly what to do, or pretty much, so I'm hoping I can do that. Shelter them without having to move them out of the area.
You know, if you contact one of those numbers I gave you,
I will.
mention about the storms too. They may have some advice there that might be good too.
Yeah. I know, because it's getting a little darker out here, but I don't think the storms will happen for a couple more hours, so hopefully maybe they'll blow
I'm
away.
hoping it's a good sign it might be lighter here. That's my hope. Because they're really exposed now. They're no longer in a nest. The nest was covered up by landscapers, but they rescued the bunnies. But we had to leave them in the same area in case Mama would find them. So we are concerned. All right.
I know, I have cried many tears about them.
He has cried many tears. He's being the real mama one here. I'm trying to be stoic. I love bunnies though, so this is kind of hard on me.
Oh, she's weather queen over here. You ought to know that. Okay,
I monitor the weather.
Violet Ann. Ooh, Violet Ann, you got the Page of Swords.
Oh gosh, have all the pages come up yet? 3 of them
think so.
have. So I don't think the Page of Cups has. So
I like this Page of Swords.
I do too. Just look at all those light bulbs there, Violet. And, you know, this is like your brain on overdrive, you know, but in a good way. You know, this is a time to maybe, you know, start setting some of those ideas in motions. It's possible some research or some things you've been reading or looking at have stimulated, you know, the flow of ideas right now. And this is time to really capture them and bring them down into reality. But to do that, you're really going to have to think it through and decide, you know, and maybe, you know, do some research on what's the best way to do it.
Now, is she standing on something like a tight wire, or is she actually floating? It's hard to tell for sure.
I'm going to look at that myself here. She is on what looks to be a stick. And yes, it looks like she might be going over an open rocky area, and that might be a waterfall there. What do you think?
Yeah, so it could be that. So I just wanted to see how firmly her feet were on the ground, and the analysis is that it doesn't really matter, because I see a couple of interesting things here. She may be buoyed by that sense of balloons replicating as light bulbs, the idea, the mental ideas coming to her, the research from holding the book. But I see these birds hovering around too, and birds are messengers. Birds are about thoughts and clarity and omens too. So I'm thinking it could be, of course, everything Banshee said, but it could also be saying that maybe something message-wise is going to come to you that really will be inspiring, either for business or for other ideas you've been trying to solve or figure out more.
Or problem solving. Any problem. This is really an awesome card for that too. You know, it's time to tackle any problems that you're facing right now, because ideas are just going to start surfacing for you. Or maybe a little bird
will tell you something.
Put out, you know, maybe that little bird is also spirit is saying, hey, we're ready to, you know, give you some ideas. Just open your consciousness and we'll drop by.
Right.
And that's what we have for you, Violet Ann. Good luck with that.
And of course, I just mentioned it, Violet Ann, like some of us, also has their own YouTube show, and you can get readings there too. I know some of our viewers, Libra and others, go there.
Hey, Violet Lotus.
All right, Violet Lotus.
Finally, it's like a half hour
You're welcome,
late.
Jano.
You're welcome, Jano. All right, so Violet Lotus, I shuffle.
You're welcome too, Violet Ann. I'm going to see if there's a smidge of coffee I can grab.
Oh my gosh.
Did you get yours?
Well, I had 1 cup. Do you want to refill mine? Oh my God, be careful.
Coffee.
If anybody is familiar with children's books, that's the Pigeon from Mo Willems' Pigeon series. Some of the most fun books for kids. It's about a little pigeon that has a tantrum because he can't do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. And it's so awesome, some of the books in this series. I love the books. I love the art. It's fun. The expressions on the pigeon's face as they plead and beg and try and get angry and mad and throw a tantrum when they can't do what they want. And Mo Willems also has a really other cool book series for those of you who like bunnies called the Nuffle Bunny books. There's 3 of them, and they're so cool. They're so
that's
great
neat,
for
Violet.
young kids. So look up Nuffle Bunny.
Yeah.
And that's Knuffle, Nuffle.
We still have the children's library we made for our granddaughter.
Well, some of those
Sort
I
of.
got autographed by Mo at
Yeah.
the library conference I'm at. I'm really happy I got that.
Nuffle. K-N-U.
He's an incredibly good author, illustrator.
And nice person. Real nice person, too.
All right.
All right, so now we're on Violet.
Yes, and you shuffle.
All righty.
Yep, Nuffle like that. Nuffle Bunny. And honestly, they're really cool. It's about, a child's favorite stuffed animal and what happens when it gets lost and what the parents have to do. It's
Very
great stories.
cute.
Our granddaughter loved them. She really loved the Nuffle Bunny stories.
Yeah.
Oh, look what you've got, Violet. You've got that 8 of Cups. You are moving. You are moving towards that light, that enlightenment. You are moving towards higher ground. You are moving towards higher purpose. Spirit is acknowledging that your path keeps moving you forward, onward and upward. And as you go, you leave a trail. A trail for others to follow. A path of enlightenment for others to follow. Because look, that's what it is there. There's the light you leave behind for others to follow.
Well, it could be said that maybe there is some sort of sense of healing with the cups
That's
and this
true.
card too. We only want the best for you or any of us, and we certainly understand. We hope to never have that predicament ourselves, but we don't know what's going to happen. But I think Spirit says really you are moving towards something better. It may be that it seems like it's been a long process, but you're going to get there. And that's what Spirit wants you to know is that, you move forward in grace and beauty, Violet, and you move forward in perfect love, perfect trust.
Well, and it's all good because it basically says, you know that you are not leaving everything truly behind. You can always touch base and come back down to earth, but really you are headed towards higher purposes and higher wisdom and traveling, in the higher realms. I love it.
You're always going to carry your fire with you. Your fire cannot be quenched or put out, maybe. Thirst is quenched. Your fire cannot be snuffed.
Well, it does kind of look like I don't know why I think of an eternal flame there, but
It does. It looks like a little urn
yeah,
with a sacred flame burning in it.
Yeah. So the light
Extinguished. There you go.
Yeah. Extinguished. So anyway, that's what we have for you. And did you point out the little fish today?
I didn't point it out today, but yeah, Violet probably knows that. There's that little tiny fish there in the corner.
I like that.
Don't forget to take them too. All right.
So if Little Bit likes bunny books, I highly recommend that. But you know what? This one was for younger kids. It's a black and white book, but I always recommend this to moms. Is, oh gosh, Kevin Henke, I think his name is Henke. But the more important thing is the title, Kitten's First Full Moon. Kitten's First Full Moon. It's a black and white book, but it is so
cute.
Gorgeous and adorable. And it's about a kitten who wants to find the moon, but basically keeps seeing things that look like the moon, or thinks they can reach the moon, but it's the moon's reflection in things.
Well,
and
it
stuff.
thinks it's a giant saucer
it thinks
of
it's a
milk.
saucer of milk in the
And so it
sky.
keeps trying to get to it.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. So it's the escapades, and it's kind of like, it kind of walks away dejected, but rest assured, it has a happy ending.
Right.
It's such an
So
adorable
it just keeps
story.
chasing after that big saucer moon. Kitten's first full moon.
Anyway. All right. I highly recommend, and a few of those books are Newbery winning authors that I've recommended. So do think of checking them out. They make great gifts for people. They're still out there, I am sure, because they're very popular.
All right,
They were
Banshee,
very
what does
popular.
Spirit have for you today?
And then we'll do a namaste blessing to close the show if anybody's left here.
And absolutely nobody else can come. We're done. We're done. I have to
Yeah,
attend
the
to
list is closed.
cat or bunny things.
Yeah, we have to start prepping for the stormy weather now for sure. What you got for me, Mr. O?
Three of Cups.
I love it.
Three of
I
Cups.
love it.
Banshee, you are headed towards a very pleasant time. Spirit wants you to realize that you have so many friends who love you, whether they're near or far. Everybody wants to be connected to you, and everybody wants to embrace you and move forward towards something that's wonderful and expectant. You know, the stars in the sky. Once again, in perfect love and perfect trust.
Oh, there's nothing I like better than looking at the stars in the sky.
This is
and
true.
if there's people to join me, even better. So I like that spirit of camaraderie. I like that spirit of community feeling. It's all good. And I appreciate others as well. So I love that. I love that energy of that card. All right, Mr. O, let's see what I have for you.
We'll let you know, don't worry. I have a good idea based on things you guys have said, so.
And I'm going to have him talk to some other wildlife people.
Oh, hi, Sally. The bunnies are hanging in there. We're considering some options.
Hey, Sally, we're running late today, but we'll spin the wheel for you if you want a quick reading.
Yeah, we can do a
as soon
quick
as we're
reading
done
that
with
way.
this.
But you know what? It's okay, Violet. We're just going to spin the wheel real quick for her. I wanted to talk about the bunnies again, though, and say I have some phone calls to make. And I've also gotten advice from a friend of mine who works with animals. She's a veterinary assistant. But she had pretty much the same information everybody else has. All right.
Mr. O, you know, this is the time where Mr. O's soft side is coming out.
I'm Victor
He
from Beauty
is-
and the Beast.
You know, he's so concerned about these poor little bunnies. And see right there, the gentle lamb there. You know, he can be a lion at times, but he knows, you know, when to be gentle. And he has such a gentle nature. This truly affects him. So to me, it's no surprise that this has come up today. You know, and it's saying, Mr. O, be strong, but be gentle. Continue to look out for the little things that need your help and your support.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet? It's going to make me cry. That's so awesome. I got that for you.
Sally, if you're still here, we're just going to spin our fabulous wheel. Don't do it yet. Hold on. I want to turn this around for it, too.
It's the Emperor. The Emperor's
Emperor.
come up again today. And so, Sally, this is a time Spirit is saying you can feel really good about things, that things can be, so easily put into place, put into your control. Everything seems to be easily manageable by it right now. Just a piece of cake. And if it's not, just realize Spirit is saying you have the ability to make it happen.
Right. The Emperor says whatever it is you need to do, it's mostly about being in control of yourself. When you have control of yourself, then really there's nothing you cannot do. And I think that it's important to mention that the Emperor has the quality of 4 around it, and 4 is foundational. Whenever we're building almost any structure, we need it to have 4 corners. And when you do certain kinds of things, even if you do it in a circle or whatever, you have to make sure the quarters are strong. The quarters build foundation. And so I think this is really saying for you, Sally, you're in control and you need to express yourself, perhaps Spirit is saying, by really looking at all the potential you have and what you can put into, motion.
Mr. O, shuffle and cut them this time.
All right.
Look at Sonny's head. The back of it, anyway. He's got all those little stripes there.
All right, everybody. So we're going to do the ending now, which includes a namaste blessing for everyone.
Which is a namaste blessing.
Yes. And I'll try to get the camera back where it belongs.
And sorry we disturbed you.
And you're welcome, Sally.
Sleepy boy, sleeping on the job.
All right, here we go.
No, I said to cut him this time.
Oh,
I
okay.
had said that twice. All right, awesome.
Pick.
Well, looks like
What
2.
question? Oh, Venus, I believe. I'll tell you in a minute. I have to think about it.
2 are better than 1.
You caught me.
2
I wasn't looking at
cards.
the chat.
Basically, this is 2 heads are better than 1. No, it's basically blessing from the Divine Mother. A previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for us all. But be mindful, humble, and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth, which is really interesting because we've been getting a lot of pentacle cards today. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel her energy and love in your heart. And know that you are eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. And Violet, I'm pretty sure that my Venus is in Libra.
My Venus is literally in 0 degrees Taurus. It's crazy. But I mean, I was so close to Taurus when I was born.
So you probably understand that does mean something.
I have no
All right.
idea.
Well, I do.
All right, whatever.
Have a great day, Sally, too, and everybody.
Hey,
truly.
everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to sign off now so we can go do Bunny Patrol and get some things together for them. And thanks for all your care and concern. We will see you back here tomorrow. Come to my Material Matters and chat with me in the morning. It's a video, or come later to our live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Have a happy week ahead. Bye-bye, everybody.